Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Unavowed. Now you'll notice the music is a little bit somber, and that's because if you missed the last episode, things didn't really go too well. I don't think they were avoidable things, but yeah. Spoilers, if you haven't seen the last episode, click off now, because in a couple of seconds I'm going to tell you that Kalash is dead. We had to kill him to be able to deal with a spirit-y thing. It was a loophole. We had to do it. There goes Mandana, who I don't think is very happy with us, as you can imagine, because we killed her dad. But I don't feel like we had a choice. Let's go down and speak to Eli, and then we'll... Ooh, cool. He's making that fly. Is that the dagger that we got from before? I don't know. Let's speak to him, and then maybe we're going to have to try and speak to Mandana.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
I'm just scanning the knife again.
Are you alright?
Me? I'm fine. I'm working. So yeah, I'm alright.
Okay, bartender, you're obviously not fine, Eli. You don't have to pretend, not with me.
I'm not pretending. I'm just...
Not very convincing.
You really want to know how I feel? I want to burn the North Woods to the ground.
I think that's...
Then when there isn't a twig or weed left, I'll flambe that dryad like a fancy cake.
I think that's understandable.
Did I ever tell you about Alden, my great-grandfather?
You did. You might have mentioned him. He was some kind of evil fire mage, right? Only that he was hunted down and killed.
Yeah, he needed to be stopped. No question. I always wondered what made him that way. What made him decide that turning villages of people to ash was a good idea?
Dunno.
He lived a long, long time. Long even for a mage, but he was still human. Maybe he suffered one loss too many.
Could be.
Will that be me one day? I don't know.
I don't think so. Plenty of people suffer. They don't turn evil because of it. What does this have to do with Kalash? You're you, Eli. You aren't anybody else.
50 years ago, I was an accountant with 2 daughters. Today, I'm a fire mage with the Unavowed. Tomorrow, who knows what I'll be. I've lost a lot of people in my life. I thought I'd come to terms with it, but it never gets easier. Jesus, I'm making this all about me, aren't I? Poor Mandana. Let's talk about something else.
I feel like Eli's got a good heart, though. I don't think he would go that way. I just saw Mandana walk out of your room.
Oh, you saw that, huh?
Yep.
Well, no point in denying it.
So, you and Mandana are...
What? Oh, no, it's nothing like that.
I mean, I didn't think it was.
Well, maybe it is kind of like that.
Oh?
It's complicated.
Is it?
Maybe not that complicated. Just leave it, okay?
Oh. So they're sort of an item. I didn't see that being a thing, but okay. See you at the meeting.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Can we not ask about this knife? There was an option, but it seems to have
What's up?
gone.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Okay. Fine. There was an option to ask about the knife, but it's disappeared. So, don't know if that was something that we've missed now, or whether it's, something else. I don't know. Let's head up the stairs.
She just needs time. Seems easy enough to give it to her.
Yeah, well, I feel for her, I really do. But the whole operation was dumb from the start.
That's hardly fair. I mean, I didn't know Kalash well, but he seemed to know what was what.
He was cocky. He should have brought us along. We could have helped.
How? She couldn't be killed. Not in the normal way.
None of us can see the future. You couldn't have stopped her. She was too powerful. Yeah, I think she was just too powerful, honestly.
You can't know that for sure.
Yeah, I sort of do.
I'm just saying, numbers. We could have made a difference.
I don't think so.
Maybe, but wondering what if is like growing an orchard in the desert.
You mean fruitless?
Yeah. My old sponsor used to say that.
Jesus. Remind me to never quit drinking.
Probably should.
Anyway, what now? We having a briefing or what?
There'll be a meeting with or without Mandana. I'll talk to Mandana. There's still a demon to fight. Yeah, we'll talk to Mandana.
You sure that's a good idea? You're the one who...
Gonna have to at some point.
Never mind. You do what you think is best.
We can't just ignore each other.
Just call us when it's time.
Alright, we will. I guess we're heading through here. Hello, Mandana. Yeah, this is going to be awkward, isn't it? But, we've got to do it.
It is strange. Father did not speak much, and yet this room feels so silent without him.
Do you want to be left alone? Are you okay? I killed Kalash. I'm so sorry. I saw you. No, I'm not going to talk about Eli's room. Are you okay?
No. My father is dead. I am not okay. But I believe I will be. Eventually. His sacrifice saved us. He saved the Unavowed. Perhaps the city. Even still, knowing that does little to make me feel better.
Yeah. I wish I got to know Kalash better.
Getting to know my father would not have been easy, even if he lived. Ajin's mind is a maze. Twisted and complex. Father was no different. Even I had difficulty understanding his thoughts. I suppose I am too human.
Yeah, you see, I feel like we should get to know our people in the Unavowed as well as possible, but this just doesn't seem like the right time to pry into this with Mandana, so what now?
The oncoming darkness still approaches, regardless of my personal tragedy. If the Unavowed has need of me, I will be here. It is literally the least I can do.
So we can still rely on her. Should we start a meeting?
Yes, it is time.
Let's do that then. Here they all come.
You doing all right?
As well as can be expected. Thank you. I have not lost sight of our goal. The demon still eludes us.
But we have the
We've got a
name.
name now, right?
Yep.
What'd you say it was? Mel something.
Mel Carissa.
Great. That's something. So what's our play?
I don't think we need to ask who's in charge. It's sort of just a team effort, right? Did you finish your scan on the knife, Eli?
I was hoping you'd ask that. We got lucky last time. The demon's energy signature had degraded so badly, it was hard to pinpoint where it had been. But this time, I had its name. That made the scan 10 times more precise.
Nice.
So you found more locations.
Better. I pinpointed the point of most activity.
Ooh.
The demon went all over the city, but there's one place it kept returning to again and again. I was even able to get an exact address.
And that place is...
2220 Arthur Avenue in the Bronx.
Okay.
You're joking. You've got to be joking.
Where is it?
Does that address mean something to you?
Oh, it's Sammy's bar from the beginning, which would make sense because that's where the initial possession happened, I guess. Yeah.
Really? The place where you got possessed?
And where my brother and Sammy were shot.
I mean, that does sort of make sense, but why would it go back there?
Indeed. It does seem remarkably risky.
Look, I might not know a lot about demons, but the whole returning to the scene of the crime thing, it's bullshit. It never actually happens. So what the hell is going on?
I don't know. The name, has anyone heard of it?
It is not a name I have heard of before.
I did some scrying last night. From the bits I've been able to pick up, the name Mel Caressa is associated with knowledge.
Knowledge? What does that mean?
I'm as lost as you are. The scry's still ongoing. Hopefully it can tell us more.
Okay, we should get over to Sammy's and find out what's going on there.
Sure. I'm ready when you are.
Let's not waste any more time.
Lead the way.
Alright, well, I guess we go over to the bar. Alright, so we've got to choose our team again.
Hey, Eli, what you reading?
I think we're going to go with Mandana because I feel like we need to patch things up a bit. Who did we take last time? I think
you wanted
we
a
took
personal account,
Logan.
you can ask
No,
me.
we took
I was there.
Vicki and Mandana, and then we subbed in Logan, right? So let's bring Eli. And we'll go to Sammy's bar. Ooh, this
It
place
seems quiet enough.
doesn't
You
look
see or
good.
sense anything, Mandana?
Oh, well, there's that
I
glowing thing.
see a portal.
Yeah, so do I.
Okay. Right. Well, that's a thing. We can't go into the bathroom where everything happened. Sheaf of papers. What's all this?
What did you find?
Looks like some handwritten notes.
Okay.
Answer honestly. Does that resemble your handwriting?
Yes, this is my handwriting. I don't remember writing this. Guess this proves I was really here. Well, I mean, it is our handwriting, I guess.
I guess that proves it. Your demon was here.
Please, read it.
Oh, okay. Sharing a mind can be difficult. I have learned that it's important to keep a record of important thoughts and details before they get filtered out, hence this journal. I have cast a veil over it as a precaution. I'm still so weak, the city has become so ordinary, so mundane. The world has turned its back on all things magical. Even the local chapter of the Unavowed is a mere skeleton crew, headed by an old fossil of a djinn. I do not foresee them being a problem. I'm powerless here. Whatever magic this city possesses, it is stamped out and tucked away. I cannot access it. How to change this? I see several options open to me.
A fossil of a djinn?
Come on, let's keep reading.
1. Creating poltergeists. This method is easy enough. I need to find some souls I can corrupt. Their mere existence will generate plenty of spiritual energy. We saw that, didn't we, before? General Zarug of the Merfolk is desperate. He is fighting a losing war. Can I use this somehow? Share his power with a mundane human or two. Release his power into the world. That happened as well. There's a dryad trapped in the North Woods. If she is freed, so will her power. If she is freed, so will her power. That reads funny. Power that I can use. I will try and make contact. Maybe we can help each other. So that happened as well. That was the last mission. The more spiritual energy is released, the stronger I become. What do I do with this power? Every day I feel capable of more and more, yet there is still more to be tapped.
This is madness. The demon was creating spiritual unrest, filling the city with supernatural energy.
Huh. This explains why we've been so busy lately.
Yeah. 4. The Wall Street area. There are plenty of weak-willed executives, all desperately clinging to power. All would be easy to corrupt, but who? 5. Manhattan's Chinatown. I sense a power there, something old and ancient but hidden. I need to bring it out into the open. I'm not sure we've seen anything about this. 6. The neighbourhood around Brooklyn's Prospect Park has changed so much. There used to be a magic there. The people so full of wonder. They have lost their way. Perhaps I can help them and myself. I'm strong enough now, I can create a pocket realm of my very own, but I cannot create the door. Nothing I try works. I will have to think on this.
This demon has certainly been busy.
Yeah, seems that way. I should have realised from the start, a pocket realm is a personal thing, only opened from a place I have an emotional connection to, but where? The answer was, as always, obvious, Sammy's. The BioWare came into my new form, right, so that green thing must be the door, right? The portal formed quickly, held closed with the very power I've siphoned into the city. On the other side, anything I wish. Very soon I can go to work. However, there is the matter of the mind I share, and the Unavowed. Do they know of my existence or not? Did I overestimate them? This is a loose end that must be dealt with.
So the demon created a pocket realm. That must be where it went.
So is that the doorway through to the pocket realm then? Any ideas?
We should explore the area.
Okay, so I guess let's have a look at this thing.
Portals like this take energy to create, right? Like a lot of energy?
Yep, seems
Yes.
like it.
Energy and will.
So, hypothetically speaking, if someone were to spend a year generating spiritual unrest in New York, creating lots of magical energy as a byproduct,
It could be accomplished, yes.
Well, it seems like it has been. How do we get through? Can we unseal the portal? Let's get after that demon. It's time for some payback. I don't think we need payback. How do we get through?
We cannot. It is sealed.
Oh. Okay, so what now? Find a magic crowbar?
Not quite. There are bonds of energy holding the portal closed. I can sense them.
Right.
yeah, so can I. Not as sensitive to these things as you are, but holy crap. The bonds feel frayed.
Yes. Quite recently, too.
Okay, what does that mean?
This is because of us.
Oh.
Our actions over the last week, correcting the spiritual unrest that the demon caused.
There's less energy to hold this thing closed.
Ah, so we've actually been doing good things then. We've been getting closer to the demon this whole time. So we keep moving forward, find more wrongs to right. The notes mention 3 other neighbourhoods. Then we know where to go next.
Ready and raring.
Where did it say it was? Is that anything? No. Okay. So obviously we've got to go to the other places on the thing. So Manhattan, Chinatown being one, I guess. All right, let's just pick the same guys again, I suppose. Oh God. Okay. So we've got Hoyt, Schermerhorn, Brooklyn, Bowling Green and Wall Street, Canal Street, Chinatown, Sammy's Bar. Oh God. Okay. Should we just go to the first one? Just systematically go through them, I suppose. I suppose we've got to go
This
to all
place
of them.
takes me back. Remember St. Patty's Day, 1982?
Okay, where should we go?
Wish I did not.
A worm with shades, edgy.
There are still days my bottle smells like angry leprechaun.
Okay. A thumb with a
we have to put
face.
them
At least you hope that's a thumb. Poetry slam. Alright, so we can go this way to Poetry Slam. I'm assuming that's two things. Or we can go down to the colourful storefronts down the block. Should we go to this way? Poetry Slam? What's this? A majestic illustration of an angel graces this wall. Whispered words escape from the dim interior of the Poetry Club. Fine. Should we head into the Poetry Club? So it is Poetry Slam. I guess maybe that's the name of the Poetry Club.
I traveled up the mountain of glass to the man who looks down upon high.
Okay.
But he sent me away, he gave me a pass.
There's some coffee here.
So now I drink coffee and sigh.
Is she speaking poetry to nobody?
I saw a pink dog by the side of the road. Do you mind? Can't you say Wait, Mandana? Is that you?
Oh.
Yes?
Wow, it's been a while, huh?
I am unsure. Do I know you?
Yeah. Don't you remember Havana, 1592?
What?
I must be GI'd. Calliope?
That's me.
Calliope?
You seem changed.
Yeah, you could say that. I'm gonna sit down. Come join me. We've got like a billion things to catch up on.
Okay. Calliope, so she's some sort of...
That was unexpected.
She's some sort of supernatural being as well, right? So who's that?
An old friend. Of a sort. It has been a long time. That was Calliope. She is a muse.
Oh, she's a muse.
Really?
That's cool.
I've read lots of stories, but never actually met one.
Muses are ancient creatures. They can tap into the creation energy of the universe. Very dangerous when summoned. But Calliope seems different. Changed. Not quite herself. I am eager to speak with her again.
Okay, well, we're going to speak to her, but we're going to do that in the next episode because we're out of time. It's all getting rather interesting, isn't it? So as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons Arcades Games, Wayne Nate, Terminally Nerdy, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Barry Aldridge Hobo, and Numinous. And I'll see you next time.